The stars above Earth were calm, silent, and beautiful. But something was coming through them, something that would change everything. A deep signal traveled across the galaxy, quiet but strange. It moved like a whisper, passing through stars and black holes. Alien empires heard it. Their machines picked it up. At first they didn't understand it, but when they did, fear spread across the universe. This signal didn't belong to any empire, planet, or known race. It came from a small blue planet the universe had almost forgotten: Earth. On Earth, a girl named Arya lived a normal life. She was 19, smart, quiet, and loved to look at the night sky. She didn't know anything about the secret under her skin. She thought she was just like everyone else. But every night Arya had strange dreams. In her dreams she flew through stars and fire. She saw planets burning and voices calling her name. Sometimes she woke up with her bed glowing. Her parents never talked about it. They said she had a wild imagination, but they were hiding something. In a hidden base deep under the mountains, Earth's top scientists watched Arya's every move. They were not her real parents. They were agents. Years ago, a strange object crashed into Earth from space. Inside was a baby, Arya. She was not born on Earth, but Earth raised her in secret. They tested her, trained her, and waited for the day she would awaken. They called her Project Starborn. She was Earth's last hope, a living weapon made from alien DNA and human care. Now something in space had reacted to her. The signal she sent in her sleep had reached far worlds, and the universe was coming to find her. That night, Arya stood, alone in a field looking at the sky. The stars were brighter than before. She felt something in her chest, like heat, but not fire, like light trying to come out. She closed her eyes and whispered, "What am I?" The ground under her feet shook gently. She didn't notice. She thought it was her imagination again. At that same moment, far away in the galaxy, 3 alien ships turned toward Earth. Their leaders spoke in fear. "The weapon has awakened," one said. "We must destroy it before it remembers what it is." These empires had ruled space for thousands of years, but long ago they had fought something they couldn't beat, a race of beings who could control stars. Those beings disappeared. Until now. Back on Earth, Arya walked home. She didn't see the black car that followed her. Inside were agents, in suits. One spoke into a small device. "She's glowing again. Prepare for extraction." At home, Arya's parents were not smiling. Her mother looked scared. Her father gave her a bag. "We're going on a trip," he said. "Now." But Arya stepped back. "What's going on? Why are you lying to me?" Her mother started to cry. "I'm sorry, Arya. We didn't want you to find out like this." Arya's hands began to glow again, bright white-blue light. The windows shook. Her father pressed a button on his watch. A hidden wall opened behind the bookshelf. A tunnel led down, into the mountain. "You have to come with us. It's not safe anymore." Arya didn't move. Her heart was beating fast. "I'm not human, am I?" she asked. Her father looked at her with sad eyes. "You are more than human," he said. "You are the future of this planet." Down in the mountain, scientists and guards waited. Screens showed stars and warnings. "Object moving toward Earth," one officer said. "Fast." Another shouted. "They know she's awake." Arya entered the base. Lights scanned her body. Computers beeped wildly. Her energy was rising. One scientist whispered, "She's almost fully online." Arya looked at them all, confused and afraid. "What am I supposed to do?" she asked. An older woman stepped forward. She was the lead scientist. "You don't need to do anything," she said softly. "Your body remembers. When the time comes, you will protect this world. It's in your code." Outside the Earth's orbit, the alien ships came closer, their weapons charged, their eyes cold and full of fear. They had destroyed planets before. They thought Earth would be easy. But this time, Earth had a secret. Arya sat in a small room with a window facing the stars. She touched the glass. Her hand glowed again. This time she didn't pull it back. She felt the stars calling her. Deep inside, something opened. A door in her mind. A voice whispered her true name. Her eyes widened. And far out in space, one of the alien ships blinked, as if hit by something invisible. Arya didn't know it yet, but she had just sent her first message into space. A warning, a spark of power, a beginning. The weapon was waking up. Arya sat alone in the cold white room of the secret base. Her hands still glowed a soft blue and her heart was racing. She stared at her reflection in the glass. Her eyes were different now, brighter, deeper. It felt like she was seeing the world for the first time. She didn't feel normal anymore. She felt like something else, something more. The scientists outside the room watched her closely, speaking in hushed voices. She knew they were afraid. She was afraid too. The lead scientist, Dr. Lin, walked in slowly and sat across from her. She looked tired but calm. "You have questions," she said gently. Arya nodded. "What am I? Why do I see stars when I sleep? Why do I feel like I'm not alone in my mind?" Dr. Lin took a deep breath. "You were found in a crash when you were a baby. The ship was not from Earth. It was very old, very damaged. You were the only thing inside. We didn't know what you were at first, but we knew you were special." She slid a small silver cube across the table. A hologram appeared, images of a destroyed ship, strange alien writing, and a baby wrapped in silver cloth. Arya stared at it, speechless. "You're not an alien, exactly," Dr. Lin continued, "but you're not fully human either. We believe your body was made using both human and alien DNA. Your mind, it connects to something beyond this planet. That's why you dream of stars. You were designed to become a weapon, a protector. We called you Project Starborn." Arya felt cold. "So I'm not even real? Just made?" "You are real," Dr. Lin said firmly. "More real than anything. You were made to protect Earth. And now, the universe knows you're here." Suddenly, the lights in the room flickered. An alarm rang out in the base. Voices shouted from the control room. "Unidentified object entering Earth's orbit," someone yelled. Dr. Lin stood quickly. "It's too soon. She hasn't fully awakened yet." Arya followed her out of the room. On the big screen, 3 alien ships were shown approaching Earth. They were large, dark, and glowing with red energy. "Who are they?" Arya asked. Dr. Lin answered without looking away. "We think they are called the Care. Long ago, they fought a powerful race of starborn beings. That race disappeared. Now they think you are the last of them." Another voice shouted, "They're scanning for her energy. They're not here to talk. They're here to destroy." Arya's head spun. She had never seen space like this before, but somewhere deep in her mind she felt a strange pull, like she had seen those ships before. She wasn't sure how, but her hands started glowing again. Bright this time. Stronger. "I don't want to be a weapon," she whispered. "You don't have a choice anymore," Dr. Lin said. "But you can choose how to use your power." The base's hangar opened. A small, black stealth ship stood, ready. "We have to move her now," a soldier said. "If they land, we lose." Dr. Lin turned to Arya. "We need to see what you can do. You'll go into orbit. Stay hidden. We'll guide you. Just trust your instincts. Your body will remember." Arya stepped onto the ship. Her heart pounded. As the ship launched, the Earth grew smaller behind her. The stars opened up in front of her, welcoming her like an old friend. She floated in silence, hiding behind a moon. The alien ships moved closer, scanning everything. Then it happened. One of the alien ships locked onto her energy. Arya felt it, like a fire in her chest. Her body reacted on its own. A surge of blue-white light burst from her hands and shot toward the ship. It hit the alien craft with a soundless explosion of energy. The ship spun, its systems fried. It didn't explode, but it stopped moving. Back on Earth, the base went silent. She did it, someone whispered. She fired her first blast. In space, the alien ships backed away. One of them sent out a signal. It was not a weapon. It was a voice. A deep, slow voice that echoed in Arya's mind. "We know you," it said. "We knew your kind long ago." Arya gasped. She clutched her head. More memories rushed in. Stars falling, screams in an alien language, a child being hidden. Her child self. Her real memories. "Who are you?" she shouted. The voice replied, "We are your enemies, and your creators lied to you." Arya's ship shook. She didn't know what to believe. The aliens were afraid of her, but they also seemed to know her past. Her body was changing fast. Her power was waking up, and now questions filled her heart. Who was telling the truth? Earth or the enemy? Arya floated in silence above Earth, her small stealth ship hidden behind the moon. Her hands trembled. The voice still echoed in her mind, deep and cold. Your creators lied to you. The alien ships had backed off for now, but they were still close, watching, waiting. Down on Earth, the base tried to contact her. "Arya, come in. We saw what you did. Are you okay?" said Dr. Lin's voice through the speaker. Arya didn't answer right away. Her heart was beating too fast. She had just fired a blast of pure energy at a warship and won. But she hadn't meant to. It happened on its own. "I don't know what's happening to me," she finally said. "I'm scared." "You're stronger than you think," Dr. Lin replied. "You've done what no one else could. You stopped a care ship. They won't forget that, far away on the care flagship." General Varn stood at the front of his control room. His red skin glowed in the light of the control screens. "It is her," he growled. "She carries the core energy. She must be destroyed before she fully awakens." One of his lieutenants stepped forward. "We have her signal. Shall we fire?" General Varn shook his head. "No. We test her first. If she remembers what she is, even our weapons may fail. Prepare the drones." Back in orbit, Arya noticed strange lights moving toward her ship, fast. "Something's coming," she said. Her screen lit up with warning signs. Hundreds of small objects were flying at her. Drones. Sharp, fast, deadly. They weren't here. "To talk! Get out of there!" Dr. Lin shouted. "You're not ready for a full fight." But Arya didn't run. She stared at the swarm, fear rising. Then, something inside her shifted. Her fear became focus. Her hands lit up again. This time the light was smooth, not wild. Her ship's systems shut off. Her energy took control. The drones reached her, but they never touched her. A shield of blue energy burst from her ship, spinning around it like a storm. The drones hit it and melted like paper in fire. Arya's eyes glowed bright white. The stars reflected in them. She pushed her hands forward, and a wave of force blasted out in all directions. The entire swarm was gone in seconds. In the care ship, alarms screamed. General Varn slammed his fist on the console. "She's adapting too fast. She was not supposed to control the field this early." On Earth, the base cheered. "She did it again. She wiped out the drones." But Dr. Lin didn't smile. She stared at the screen with worry. "This power, it's not just defense. It's something greater. She's not only protecting Earth, she's changing." Arya floated quietly, breathing hard. Her ship powered back on. "I didn't know I could do that," she said. "It felt like the stars were inside me." "You're learning fast," Dr. Lin said. "But be careful. If the care fear you, they'll send everything they have." Just then, a new signal came through. It wasn't from Earth. It was from the care flagship, but it wasn't a threat. It was a voice. This time, it was clear, calm. "Arya," it said. "Do you remember me?" Arya's eyes widened. "What? Who are you?" The voice replied, I was there when your kind fell. I was the one who let you escape. Look deeper. Your memories are not gone, just locked away. A sharp pain hit Arya's head. Images flooded her mind. A dark sky full of burning stars. A baby in a glass pod. A tall alien warrior standing over her. His face. She had seen it before. The voice was his. This alien was not lying. You knew me? She asked, voice shaking. Yes, the voice said. You were meant to lead your people, but Earth took you and made you their weapon. You must choose now. Are you their tool, or your own master? Arya sat back in her chair, stunned. Earth had saved her. But had they also hidden the truth? Was she created to protect, or to obey? Below her, the Earth glowed blue and peaceful. Above her, warships gathered like storm clouds. Her power hummed in her blood. The universe had found her, and it was afraid. She took a deep breath. Then she whispered, I want the truth. And somewhere, deep in space, the Care General smiled. The sky above Earth was still calm, but war was now close. Arya sat in the ship, floating quietly in space. The voice from the Care ship still echoed in her head. You must choose now. Her hands were still glowing faintly. The stars outside looked peaceful, but inside her heart everything was breaking apart. She didn't know who to trust anymore. Earth had raised her, trained her, but hidden the truth. And now the enemy was offering answers. Arya, Dr. Lin's voice came through the speaker. We need you back at the base right now. Arya didn't reply. She just turned the ship and slowly headed back toward Earth. Her mind was full of questions. Who was she really? A weapon? A protector? A leader of a forgotten race? And why had the Care General said he helped her escape as a baby? When she landed at the mountain base, soldiers and scientists rushed to greet her. Everyone looked relieved, but Arya didn't smile. She walked straight past them and into the control room. I want the truth, she said. Her voice was calm but strong. No more lies. No more tests. Just tell me who I am. Dr. Lin looked tired. She nodded and closed the doors. Then she brought up an old file. A video played on the big screen. It showed the crashed alien ship from years ago. Inside was baby Arya, glowing faintly. Next to her was a broken machine with strange symbols. This device, said Dr. Lin, was a memory lock. It kept your true memories hidden. We didn't know what would happen if we opened it. Why didn't you tell me? Arya asked quietly. Because we didn't know if we could control you, Dr. Lin said. You were stronger than anything we've ever seen. You still are. Arya looked away. So you raised me to be your weapon. Dr. Lin stepped closer. No. We raised you to survive. The universe is not kind to Earth. We needed hope. You were our only chance. Suddenly, alarms blared across the base. A soldier shouted, Security breach in Section 5. Another yelled, We're under attack from inside. Everyone jumped to action. Arya ran toward the hallway. What's happening? She asked. Dr. Lin shouted, Someone got in, someone who shouldn't be here. Arya reached Section 5. The door was open. Smoke poured out. Inside, guards lay on the floor, stunned but alive. At the center stood a tall figure in dark armor. Alien, but not Care. His skin was silver blue and his eyes glowed white. He looked at Arya and smiled. So, you have awakened. Who are you? Arya demanded. I am not your enemy, the figure said. I came to protect you. I am part of the race you were born from, the true Starborn. Arya stepped back. That race is gone. Not all of us, the stranger said. Some escaped. We hid, waiting for the signal. And you, Arya, are the signal. You carry the Star Core, the last of our kind's power. The Care fear you because they destroyed us once, but they cannot destroy you. The guards behind him groaned and sat up. Arya raised a glowing hand. You attacked a secure base. That doesn't make you look like a friend. I needed to reach you before the Earth scientists turned you into a weapon again, the stranger said. They would use your power for war, but we need you to remember who you are. Dr. Lin arrived, pointing a blaster. Step away from her. The alien didn't move. She deserves to choose for herself. Arya looked at both of them. Her head was spinning. The alien offered truth, but through violence. Dr. Lin offered safety, but with lies. Stop, Arya shouted. Her power burst out, stopping both in their tracks. The floor shook. The lights flickered. Her eyes were glowing full white now. I'm tired of being pulled between sides. If you want my help, you tell me everything. No more secrets, no more half-truths. The alien nodded slowly. Then come with me. Let me show you your people's memory. Dr. Lin stepped forward. If you leave, we may not be able to protect you. Arya turned to her. Maybe I don't need protection anymore. Outside the base, thunder rolled in the sky. In orbit, the care ships were moving again. Inside, Arya stood between two paths. One, with the humans who raised her, the other with the alien who claimed to be her kin. She looked at the stars above. The war was coming, and the universe was still watching. Arya stood in silence, her eyes glowing softly, as the alien in silver-blue armor reached out his hand. Behind her, Dr. Lin watched with fear and sadness. The moment felt heavy, like history was being written. I'll go with him, Arya said. At last, Dr. Lin stepped forward. Arya, I need to know who I really am, Arya replied. You gave me a life, but you didn't give me the truth. The alien nodded. There is a ship waiting in orbit. It will take us to what's left of our world. Without another word, Arya walked out of the base with him. Soldiers watched them but didn't stop her. They knew she had made her choice. Minutes later, the alien ship lifted off silently into the stars. Arya stood at the window watching Earth grow smaller. Her chest felt heavy, but also free. What's your name? She asked him. I am Kyle, he said. I was a protector of the Starborn, a guardian of the last cities. When the care destroyed us, I survived. I've waited for you for a long time. They traveled far, past Earth's moon, through broken asteroid fields and into deep space. Finally, they arrived at a hidden planet, small and dark, covered in silver fog. This is what's left of our home, Kale said. We called it Elysera. Arya stepped out of the ship and into the ruins of an ancient city. The buildings were tall and curved, made of crystal and metal. Everything was silent. Wind blew softly through empty streets. Strange symbols lit up as she walked by, like they recognized her. She touched one of the walls. A memory sparked. Flashes of her past filled her mind. Tall beings like Kale, a great tower of light, a war, screams, fire in the sky. She saw herself, as a child, running, being placed inside a pod by Kyle. Protect the core, he had said. You are the last. Arya gasped and stepped back. I remember now. Kyle looked at her with sad eyes. Yes. You were the last child born with the star core inside. The others were lost in the final battle. We had no time. I placed you in the escape pod and launched you toward Earth. Arya shook her head. Why Earth? Because humans are strong in heart. I hoped they would raise you with care. But I feared they might try to control you. She walked through the ruins, hands glowing brighter with every step. Why did the care attack us? They feared us, Kyle said. The star core energy can bend space, shape matter, and see through time. To them we were too powerful, so they destroyed us. But now I'm the only one left, Arya whispered. No, Kale replied. You are not alone. I am still here. And there are others, not many, but scattered across the stars. Suddenly the ground trembled. A red light appeared in the sky. They found us, Kale said quickly. The care are here. Above, a Care warship came out of the clouds. Its weapons charged. Kyle ran to Arya. "You must leave. They want the Star Corps. They want you." "No," Arya said, stepping forward. "This is my world. I won't run again." She closed her eyes. The Star Corps energy filled her, stronger than ever before. Her body lifted off the ground, glowing white-blue like a star. The Care ship fired. Arya raised her hand. A wave of light shot from her, meeting the blast. The energy split the beam in two. The sky lit up like a second sun. The Care ship spun, damaged. Kale shielded his eyes. "She's awakening." Arya floated higher. Her voice was calm. "This is for Elysira." She raised both hands. The sky cracked with power. A giant beam of Star Corps light shot into the Care ship. It exploded in silence, breaking apart like dust in the wind. Then, slowly, she landed. Her glow faded. She looked at Kale. "I remember everything now. My people, my purpose." Kale nodded. "Then you are ready." Arya turned to the sky. "Earth is still in danger, and the Care are not done." Kale stepped beside her. "Then we fight, together." As the stars watched above, Arya made her choice. She would no longer be Earth's secret. She would be the universe's warning. The stars were quiet as Arya's ship returned to Earth's orbit. She stood near the window, her face calm, but her heart burning with purpose. The power of the Star Corps now flowed through her fully. She remembered who she was and what she could do. But remembering wasn't enough. Now she needed answers. Kale stood beside her. "Earth must know the truth, but they will fear it." Arya nodded. "I know. That's why they must choose who they want to be." She opened a secure line to Earth's defense network. The screen lit up with the face of General Stroud, head of Earth Command. He looked surprised and tense. "Arya," he said, "we didn't expect you to return." "I didn't come back to take orders," she said. "I came to talk." Dr. Lin appeared beside him on the screen. "We're listening." Arya took a breath. "I found my people. I saw what the Care did. I know who I am now. I am not your weapon. I am not your soldier. But I am still Earth's protector if Earth chooses peace." General Stroud leaned forward. "Peace? With who?" "The Care have warships. They've already attacked." "They attacked because they fear what I could become," Arya said. "But there's something worse coming, something even they fear." Kyle stepped into view. The Care were only the beginning. A far older force moves in the dark corners of space. The Starborn called it the Hollow. It devours systems. It cannot be reasoned with. The Care want to fight it. But they want to control Arya first. General Stroud frowned. "You expect us to believe this without proof?" Arya raised her hands. A projection lit up the room behind her. Images from Elysira, the battle of the Starborn, and the shape of the Hollow moving across the stars like a black storm. "The Care destroyed us because we refused to join them," Kyle explained. "Now, they want Arya to help them fight the Hollow or destroy her before she does." Dr. Lin looked worried. "And what do you want, Arya?" "I want Earth to decide," Arya said. "You can keep building weapons and walls, or we can build something greater. A force that stands for all life. Not just humans. Not just aliens. Everyone." There was silence on the line. Then General Stroud spoke. "You're asking us to trust you. But you're not fully human. You were made with alien power. How do we know you won't turn against us?" Arya's voice was steady. "Because I chose to come back." Dr. Lin looked at her with soft eyes. "She's never turned against us, even when we gave her every reason to." Suddenly, alarms rang. In the Earth base. "Unidentified ships entering orbit," a soldier shouted. "It's the Care," Arya said calmly. "They're coming to take me, or end me." On Earth, sirens blared. Defense cannons turned to the sky. People ran for shelter. General Stroud looked at Arya through the screen. "If we fight, we'll lose millions." "We don't need to fight," Arya said. "Let me speak to them. But I need Earth's trust." He looked at Dr. Lin. She nodded. "Go," Stroud said at last. "We'll stand down. In space, Arya and Kale's ship rose to face the Care fleet. The enemy ships opened fire. Arya flew out alone, her body glowing. She raised her hands. A shield of pure energy spread across space. The blasts hit it and vanished. Then she spoke, not just with sound, but through the minds of every Care captain. Stop. I am not your enemy, but I will not be your tool. You fear the Hollow. So do I. We should stand together. On the Care flagship, General Varn watched her with narrow eyes. You carry the weapon of the Starborn. Why would we trust you? Because you already lost trying to destroy me, she said. Now try something new. Ally with me. There was silence. Then, slowly, the Care ships powered down their weapons. On Earth, the people watched, stunned. The sky was still. No war, no explosions, just peace, at least for now. Arya returned to orbit, landing once more at the Earth base. General Stroud met her at the gate. You just stopped a war without firing a shot. No, Arya said. We did. Because Earth chose trust. He nodded. So, what now? Arya looked up at the stars. Now we prepare. The Hollow is coming. And this time, we fight as one. And as the stars glowed overhead, Earth stood at the edge of a new future. Darkness moved across the stars. Not a shadow, not a ship, but something deeper. A wave of silence. A storm that ate light and swallowed sound. The Hollow had arrived. On Earth, the skies turned gray. Around the planet, the Care fleet floated, side by side with Earth ships for the first time. Old enemies, now allies. Together they prepared for a fight unlike anything they had ever known. Arya stood in the center of the command hall, her white-blue eyes glowing faintly. Kyle stood beside her, his armor now marked with Earth's symbol as well as his own. Soldiers, scientists, and leaders from both races filled the room. They all looked to her now. The Hollow destroys everything it touches, Arya said. It doesn't talk, it doesn't stop, it only consumes. Worlds, suns, life, it feeds on energy, and especially the kind I carry. So it's coming for you? General Stroud asked. Yes, Arya said. But not just me. It will come for Earth, too. For every world with life. Kale stepped forward. We can't run, we can't hide, but we can stand, and we can fight, not as Care, not as humans, but as one. Outside, the first signs appeared, a swirl of black mist at the edge of the solar system, then a massive shape, too big to understand, too dark to fully see. It moved like a cloud, but inside it were things, creatures without form. Energy beings that screamed silently. The Hollow had entered the system. Earth's defenses activated. Care warships formed a wall. Everyone was ready. Then Arya stepped outside. She floated above the planet alone. The Hollow moved toward her like a black ocean. Waves of shadow rushed forward. Arya closed her eyes. The star core inside her pulsed. The power of the ancient Starborn filled her once again. She raised her hands. A beam of light shot from her body, cutting through the darkness. It hit the Hollow's edge, and for the first time, the Hollow paused. Then it attacked. A storm of black energy crashed down toward her. The Care ships opened fire. Earth satellites fired lasers. Explosions filled space, but it wasn't enough. The Hollow pushed forward. Kyle flew up to join her. You can't stop it alone. I'm not alone, Arya said. She sent out a signal. A call. Across space. Across time. And the answer came. Small ships appeared from the edges of the system. Alien, craft old Starborn outposts, forgotten races that had once feared the Hollow. They had heard her message. They had come. A final battle began. Energy lit the sky like fireworks. Starborn tech glowed once more. Arya flew through the storm, pushing back the Hollow's creatures. She was faster, brighter, stronger than ever before. But the Hollow was endless. It fed on fear. It grew stronger the more it destroyed. Arya started to fade. Her light dimmed. Her strength weakened. Kyle reached her. There's only one way to. Stop it, he said. You must become more than what you are. Let the star core fully awaken. Arya nodded. She closed her eyes, and then she let go. Her body exploded into light. Pure, white, endless. A new star was born. The light swept through the hollow like fire through dry grass. It didn't just destroy the creatures, it erased the fear. It burned away the hunger. The hollow screamed and vanished. The system was silent again. In orbit, everyone watched in awe. Where Arya had been, there was now a small star, glowing gently, peaceful, warm. On Earth, people wept. In the Care, ship's warriors stood in silence, saluting the light. Kale looked up at the new star. She's not gone, he whispered. She is the light now. Dr. Lin stood beside General Stroud. She saved us all, not with war, but with hope. The years passed. The star remained, glowing above Earth. They named it Arya's star. Earth and Care worked together now. They built new ships, new alliances. They remembered what she taught them, that unity is stronger than fear, that peace is worth fighting for. And sometimes on quiet nights when the stars were clear, children would look up and ask, "Is she still watching us?" And their parents would smile and say, "Yes, she's watching, she's guiding," because Arya was no longer Earth's secret weapon. She had become the universe's light, and the universe would never forget her.